Hello, folks. This is El Izzard reporting from the Daily Live. Today, the nation was shocked by the sudden but perhaps not so unexpected murder of Mr. Bodinia. Who could have committed this astounding crime? The police are stumped, as usual. Evidence suggests a lone gunman being the culprit, but the authorities are unwilling to make any statements at this time. Things have gotten so out of hand, the infamous detective Sammy Seal has been called in to solve the case. Shame we have to leave on such short notice. I'm not very fond of the city. It plays havoc on my lungs. Are you listening to me, Sammy?
No?
This is no time to be stuffing your face with coconut crackers.
On the contrary, it's the best time. This case has stumped even the police, so I have to bolster myself with good food.
Looking at the list of suspects, I'd say it could have been anyone.
Maybe everyone did it. That would be a real twist.
I do wish you'd take these things more seriously. Sometimes I wish I was on a case with someone more dignified like Tomato.
What would I do without my assistant?
Now I just feel mean.
Thank you, driver, and keep the change. So this is the scene. I can't wait to bust this place wide open.
Bodinia seems to have enjoyed heights.
Potato in the sky.
What?
Here is our stop.
What do you make of it, Sammy?
It is a body.
I mean, astute, Sammy.
No kid.
Let's see what else we can find.
Jail, not just the guilty. So make sure you. Oh no. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Someone went out this window to expect attention. He was wearing a very specific type of shoe. It says out of place, come back when you have sweet inspiration. Okay. Oh.
It is very rude to inspect a lady so.
Why? This is the same man a butterfly uses to powder her proboscis might want to swipe it just in case.
He stole my makeup. I probably shouldn't ask why.
Okay. I talked to her.
Good afternoon. You must be that detective fellow. How can I help you?
I'd like to ask you a few questions, ma'am.
I'd be happy to oblige. Have a seat and take a load off your feet. Now that you are standing like a beach turret, what are your questions?
Were you and Mr. Bodinia close?
Heavens no! We were merely socially parallel.
I see. So you were having an affair.
No, you press, but then we were merely equals in station, The idea that you ever suspected I should be attracted to such an odious fellow makes my gorge rise.
So you dislike the victim. A motive.
Oh, you seem a bit dense for this kind of work. Good afternoon. You must be that detective fellow. How can I help you?
I'd like to ask you a few questions, ma'am.
I'd be happy to oblige. Have a seat and take a load off your feet.
I wonder
Now
if
that you are
there's like
standing like a
multiple.
beach terrain, what are your questions?
On the night of the murder,
I was with my friends at the Garden Beautiful convention, rigorously rooting up rogue garden grubs.
Okay.
What was you snicking at?
nothing. That's all for now.
So I wonder. This is actually fun. What? So that's locked. Oh! Wait. Can I talk to you?
Oh, Sammy, how nice to see you.
May I ask some questions?
Not at all. I'd be happy to answer your questions. Fire away.
Were you acquainted with Mr. Bodinia?
I knew him casually. He was a client after all. I probably knew him better than I would ever want to.
How so?
Uh-oh.
Mr. Bodinia was hardly the glamorous jet setter the papers made him out to be. Very coarse and irritating like sand.
Okay, that's all for now.
Fire away.
So can you tell me where you were on the night of the murder?
I was at the office catching up on some paperwork.
Anyone see you at the office?
Consuelo saw me, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that's all for now.
Fire
Okay, she's
away.
suspicious. The other,
Bye-bye, Sammy.
the geisha or whatever she is, didn't like him. She, and then this one is suspect? I don't know. She's like, no. Oh, there you go. Alright. Why in the hell? Okay. Okay.
How can I finish my masterpiece without red?
Uh-oh. Okay.
I'm busy. May I ask some questions? No. Nice try, but I'm afraid you'll have to. I know my rights! You are interfering with art! So, no Mr. Bodinia? I knew him. He appreciated me as the tortured master I am.
This is just
Until his
getting on.
money issues. Then, he lost interest. So can you tell me where you were on the night of the murder? I was here painting. So you were at the scene of the crime? Why do you suspect me? Do I look like a killer?
I don't know, you seem
You
kind of
keep asking me
unhinged.
questions. Someone might end up being murdered. Don't bother me.
He seems unhinged, so yeah. Okay, I guy just looks evil. Talk to the moose.
May I help you?
It was an elk, I don't know.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
We at Venison Insure Care are dedicated to moving forward with law enforcement cooperation.
So can you tell me where you were on the night of the murder?
At the time of the murder, I was resting on a sleep receptacle within this domicile. Our client and the unit known as me were transacting a policy change to his personal plan.
What about your wife?
I cannot account for my partner's exact location on the night in question, but I trust her to be above scrutiny.
Were you acquainted with Mr. Bodinia?
Venison Insure Care provides coverage for many dynamic social
Just seems like a
influences.
douche.
Mr. Bodinia was a valued client. We were committed to giving him the very best in life insurance
Well,
policies.
didn't really work out
Who
now, did it?
stands
Because
to
he's gone.
inherit
He's
his
dead.
insurance money?
The client's twin sibling, whom I have not had the pleasure of meeting in person. Have a nice day. We value your commitment to catching criminals.
I get it.
Hey, Sammy. Long time no see.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Nobody's stopping ya. I'm clean.
I'll bet you didn't know Mr. Bodinia.
Not personally, but the boss and him had business together.
I'll bet the boss put out a hit on Mr. Bodinia.
You'd better watch out, Seal Boy. Some days you might wind up as the guest of honor at a fish marriage. I'm clean.
So what were you up to on the night of the murder?
I was in a card game with the boss and some other guys. The boss can back me up on this.
You'd better hope your story checks out.
I'm clean. So long, Sammy. Watch out for the East River on your way out.
Oh, jeez. Oh, the loan shark. Remember what is the trick? She deer that's on the glass. Oh no.
Got anything for me?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
He's gonna kill
My
me.
business likes to cooperate with the law.
Were you acquainted with Mr. Bodinia?
He called me in to help him with some financial troubles.
You help with financial troubles?
Why not? Some egg guy needs money, no questions asked. So I loan him some money.
And if he can't pay?
Oh, they pay up. They always pay up.
So can you tell me where you were on the night of the murder?
Me and the boys were playing cards at Bell's.
Will the boys swear you were with them last night? At Bell's?
Yeah, Vinny was there. He'll testify for me. At Bell's. So long, sucker.
Oh boy, okay. What is this? Ah! Oh! Nothing was on this gun, which means the killer wore gloves. Mr. Venture's masterly swim. What?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Who?
I see. So you're playing the silent game. Excuse me? You just scarfed down my candy bar. That is rude.
What is happening? Alright. Can I examine him?
It is very rude to respect a lady so.
Oh. Can I go in here? No. Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, Sammy, how nice to see you.
Again.
May I ask some questions?
Not at all. I'd be happy to answer your questions. Fire away.
I found some deer hoofprints on the glass near where Mr. Bodinia was murdered. Do you know anything about this?
Bye-bye, Sammy.
I don't know, man. Oh.
Hey, Sammy. Long time no see.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Nobody's stopping you. I'm clean.
I see you like to wear gloves.
Yeah? So do gardeners. What's your point?
Maybe nothing.
I'm clean.
I swiped a pair of your shoes, and they matched the footprints I found near the crime scene.
Did you just admit to committing theft?
You can't wiggle out of this one.
So the punk wore shoes like mine. Big whoop. There's thousands of guys who wear shoes like mine. I'm clean. So long, Sammy. Watch out for the East River on your way out.
Okay, he doesn't need anything. So it could be the turkey. Wait a minute, it actually could be the turkey. Wait a minute. Whoa!
Whoa, you look suspicious.
I am the Dark Stranger.
Oh, jeez. Is that Merchant from
Something
Resident Evil
funny?
4?
I am excited to at last be free.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, you look suspicious.
I am the Dark Stranger.
I didn't mean to do that again. I'm sorry. Wasting time.
Something funny?
I am excited to at last be free.
May I ask some
He's
questions?
gonna murder me.
Ask me anything. It will be my pleasure.
Were you acquainted with Mr. Bodinia?
Alas, 'twas he who imprisoned me here. I cannot thank you enough for freeing me.
You are weird. I'd say you'd make a good patsy.
Excuse me.
Nothing personal, but you're an easy conviction waiting to happen.
Good afternoon. You.
I'd like to ask you a few questions, ma'am.
I'd be happy to oblige. Have a seat and take a load off your feet. Now that you're
think there would be
standing like a bridge to
anything.
it. Sayonara and
there's-
good riddance.
Okay. Okay, so...
I'm busy.
No, you're not.
May I ask some questions? No! Nice try, but I'm afraid you'll have to. I know my rights! You are interfering with art! So can you tell me where you were on the night of the murder? I was here painting. So you were at the scene of the crime? Why do you suspect me?
Because there's red paint. Yes.
If you keep asking me questions, someone might end up being murdered. Don't bother me. I'm busy. So what is that you are painting? Murder? It is the austere Roman octopus. It was said that Emperor Nero used it to spank people to death for his entertainment.
I'm confused. I think we're all confused here.
May I help you?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
I don't think...
We at Venison and Surecare are dedicated to moving forward with law enforcement cooperation.
I get it.
I found some deer hoof prints on the glass near where Bodinia was murdered. Whoever shared that drink with Mr. Bodinia may have been the killer.
It is not our policy to imbibe wines or liquors. We value productivity, and coffee fits our memo for this crucial task. Have a nice day. We value your commitment to catching criminals.
Which means...
Got anything for me?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My business likes to cooperate with the law.
I see you wear gloves.
Most respectable people do. Germs aren't healthy, you know.
You smoke!
So long, sucker.
Consuelo?
Yes, who is this?
I'm Sammy CEO, and I'd like to ask you some questions.
Is this a gag or something? I haven't got time for.
I'm a detective working on a murder case.
Oh, okay. I'll see what I can do. Just
Oh,
hurry
my
up. My
word.
lunch break is in 5 minutes.
Did Mrs. Anderson show up at the office last night?
Not unless she was invisible. Didn't see hide nor hoof of her.
Thank you. You have really helped me out on the case.
Anytime, hon. Just not on my lunch break.
Yeah, this is Bells.
Is this Belle?
Who's that sound like, Jughead? I'm the janitor.
I am Detective Sammy Theo, and I would like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, okay, Flatfoot, hit me.
I'm afraid I can't hit you through the phone.
Oh, a wise guy, huh?
Just ask
you
the question, you
before I hang
moron!
Were the individuals Lone Shark and Mr. Vina Groom present at the card game last night?
Yeah, sure. Lone Shark was there. I don't recall seeing Vinny, though.
Thank you. You have really helped me out on the case.
Whatever, screw.
We're sorry, the number you are calling cannot be reached or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and call again.
Oh boy.
Seems like the twin of Bodinius is hard to get a hold of.
Oh, we dead too.
Carlton! Is this the Garden Beautiful Club?
Yes, I am Lady Theodora Buck. How can I help you?
Oh,
I
jeez.
need to know if Madame Butterfly was at your convention last night.
Unfortunately, no. The clubs overran the place to abandon our station and allow the forces of chaos to take hold.
That's okay. Goodbye.
Hey, Sammy.
Can I
Long time no
confront
see.
him about not be actually being there.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
It's gonna be the
Nobody's
same shit,
stopping
isn't
you.
it?
I'm clean.
I called up Bells, and the janitor says you were not at the card game.
What? That rummy wouldn't know his own face in the mirror.
You ready to come clean and tell me where you really were on the night of the murder?
I ain't got nothing to hide. I stand by my story. Me and the boss's word against some punk garbage man.
I see.
I'm clean. So long, Sammy.
I wish you could
Watch
skip
out for
things!
this river on your
Like
way
a Telltale
out.
game! This is literally just a Telltale game. Sheesh. Was it him? Hey!
What's up? Something wrong?
We might have a problem. That seal's getting too close to our operation.
I wouldn't worry too much, Vinny. After all, you weren't the one who bumped him off. Best he could do is get you on conspiracy to commit murder.
Yeah, but you know Sammy, he doesn't care about evidence. He'd send his old lady to jail on a whim. And I ain't in the mood to go to jail for something I didn't do.
Wonder who the guy was who did kill Bodania. He beat us to the punch on that one.
So Lone Shark didn't kill Mr. Bodinia?
Who's there?
No one?
Oh, it's just a cat.
Or an elf boy.
Elf boy? Are you nuts? Oh you are.
Good afternoon.
I'd like to ask you a few questions, ma'am.
I'd be happy to oblige.
I call it the beauty
Have a seat. I'll
club
take a
or
note of
whatever.
your- Now that you are standing like a beached whale, what are your questions?
I called the garden beautiful, and they said you abandoned your post and let the forces of chaos take hold.
I'm sure you've lied many times in your life. At least I did it to protect an innocent woman.
Innocent
Wait,
woman?
wait.
I'm referring to myself, of course. I had to lie to protect myself from the mob.
The mob?
Last night I was in the hall, and I saw a suspicious character with a gun. I heard a gunshot, then saw the gunman run off down the hall like a frightened rat.
What did he look like?
It was hard to see, but I remember he had a huge mustache and pants that were made of licorice.
Huge mustache and licorice pants. Got it.
Okay, you've been enough clues and keys the real killer in the parlor. We will see a special option highlighting the killer. Congratulations for solving the case. Okay. Is that licorice pants? Who's licorice pants? You?
Hello, Sammy. Anything I can
Hey,
do to
Wormy.
help out?
I think I did it. Wait, what?
Get all the suspects together. It's time I revealed who the murderer really is.
That was fast. Okay, I'll round them up.
Thank you, Wormy.
I have called you all here to discuss my findings on the case. Someone
Why is
sitting
that
here
thing-
in this very room is the murderer.
No, duh.
And I am going to expose that person here tonight
Licorice
by
pants.
using
I
evidence
believe
to
it's
piece
that
together
jerk.
what happened on the night of the murder. So let's get down to business.
At first I thought it was gonna be the turkey. but-
Sammy, shouldn't we clean up the body?
No.
Yeah, you
Must
should
be
clean up
Don't
the
break
body.
my concentration.
Wait.
I must admit, at first I was stumped, but after a while, the obvious became more obvious. You see before you the murderer.
It's a lie!
Whatever.
You faked your own death.
Me? Prove it then.
The fact that you're still
Oh, I
up.
intend to. First, I will need the cooperation of everyone in this room. Close your eyes and imagine your mind is a toilet.
What?
We are going back in time. Not so far back. We're skipping the War of 1812. Just back to the night of the murder. Mrs. Venison told me Bodinia tried to offer her a drink.
Pardon me, madame. Care for a drink?
Sorry, but I don't drink before bed.
Oh, I just remembered. I have a detail in my insurance policy that needs fixing.
Fine, I'll take a look at it.
This was all a part of Bodinia's plan. He needed a witness.
We are all creatures of habit, after all, strangers in the night exchanging glances. Wouldn't you agree that we are images of light projected by a madman? Hold that thought. I have to get something.
Now the stage is set for the murder. Tinagaroon makes his entrance.
Vinny's here.
He had already prepared the dummy gunshot in advance. Pow! Fake but convincing gunshot. He then used the red paint he stole from Dirk.
Oh no! Venison and Surecare will have to pay for this!
I'll just let myself out.
And that is the way it really happened.
What was the motive for Bodinia faking his own death?
I can think of a few reasons. Maybe to hide his ugly face from the public.
He did it for the insurance money, and to escape his debts with Loan Shark.
Yeah, you still owe me, Eggman.
Cuff him, Wormy.
How is he going? Oh, I see.
All trussed up and ready for the big house, Sammy.
Another case closed.
Get over yourself.
That was awesome. That was actually a good game. That's actually a good game. Sammy Seal.